And we are live. Hey, everybody out
Okay.
there.
Hi,
Guys,
everybody.
welcome, Ladybug. How you doing today?
I am doing good. And how about you?
I'm
You doing
wonderful.
good,
Just
good.
wonderful. Let's see who all's out here in this chat. Who we got in the
Okay.
room? So we have Jones Junk Journals and more, and we have Steph, my sister-in-law, and we have Purple Sherry. Welcome in. And I see Starlight Starbright, and I see Carol and Miss Southern Belle. Welcome, you guys. So great to have you guys with us today. And I think so. What is today all about? Well, today's March the 1st. We have a new event starting, and so Star was very gracious to uh, combine her gnome event with Ladybug's
Mhm.
Red River Bridge. So I'm going to let
Yeah.
Ladybug show you this canvas so that you
Okay.
guys can see what we're going to be working on. And if you all have it, then you guys, we'd be happy to have you work along with it. Uh, but here she is. There we go. So that
There's
is
what we're that's what
yeah.
we're getting ready to work on. This is the red covered bridge, and it's a Diamond Art Club, and it's also it's if you have anything that's even similar to it or anything to do with water or whatever, or a gnome, please join us. That'd be fun. Okay. I know it's not very clear. It's very blurry as a matter of fact. But we'll make do. I hope y'all can see that all right.
Looking
Okay, there you
good.
go.
Looking good. All right. So let me see if I can keep. Yeah, I don't. I
There
have
you
these
go.
fat fingers, and I sometimes remove people from stage accidentally. Miss Southern Belle and
I do.
Star can vouch for that.
Okay. Now I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on um the uh the chat
Chat.
very well. So you'll have
I'll
to
keep
kind of let
that.
me know.
All right. So right now we got some new people that came in. We've got. So I saw Carol. I think I said hello to Carol. Barry Berry's come in. Welcome in.
Miss Southern Belle is
And
there.
we have Miss Shelley and we have Echo. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys have had a most wonderful weekend. I think this is going to be quite fun. Uh, you got a wide variety of paintings you could choose from to work along. If you don't have a gnome, if you don't have a red covered bridge, I know Miss Southern Belle. She has a sailboat scene. Um, it could be anything, even fairies. Fairies and gnomes walk hand in hand in our fairy tale world. You know what else lives under the bridge and what walks over the bridge? You guys remember the story?
Mhm.
I think it was Grimm's fairy tales.
Yeah.
Billy Goat Gruff. You got a
There you
goat?
go. There you
You got
go.
a goat? I got several out in my field out there.
Well, you could have a husband and wife walking hand in hand across the bridge. There you
There you
go.
go.
Well, a nice romantic walk.
Just make up a story and come and join us and just have fun and diamond paint and you know enjoy enjoy the company that's diamond painting along with you. You guys, please, I will put. I think I have Ladybug's channel linked in my description below. I will check it and make sure. I'm pretty sure I do. If you haven't gone over and checked her channel out, please do that. Let me see. Um, no, but I can add it. So after the live, it won't let me edit. It won't let me edit until after the live is over to add her in there. When I put the @ sign in there on StreamYards, it doesn't highlight it. So let's see. Hey, Miss Southern Belle, I'm going to give you a task. Why don't you Can you link her channel in the chat for us? Can you do that? I appreciate it if you could. Star, hope you're feeling better today. I know Star was going to host this. We would love to have her up, but I think she just needs a little bit more healing time. God love her little
Yeah,
heart. You guys be praying for Star. Pray for her healing so she can get back up here with us and show her beautiful shining face. We miss
that's
it.
right.
We miss
That's
her.
right. Uh,
I'm gonna let Ladybug take over here and talk a little bit.
oh, I don't know about that now. I'm not very good at talking. Not
Hey
really.
Trav. Hey Mary. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's
So
see.
so what is everybody going to work on today? I know what I'm working on. What is everybody else going to work on? Hmm. Stick it in the chat and tell me what you think.
We love you too, Star. Star says thank you, Sherry. Love y'all.
Yeah.
I see that. Let's see. Somebody's already told us. So Mary is working on a small sign from Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
And it says smile every day.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, I kind of cheated a little bit and started a little early this morning because I was sitting around waiting and I was bored. So I got started on it. And I wish I could show it to you. I really do. And I'm going to try. Okay. I'm going to play around. Okay. You don't mind, do
Okay.
you, Sherry?
I don't mind, not one bit. Okay, I'm gonna pin this up here at the top. I'm gonna pin this. I think maybe if I can. Let me remove. I've got to remove this one first. And then I'm gonna pin Ladybug's channel while she's trying to get her camera situated.
I mean, is there a way to take the camera and turn it around? Is there a way to do that?
I'm not sure. Um,
Because if I could get it to switch around to where you're not doing a selfie, but like taking pictures, then
yeah,
I could actually show you what I'm doing.
I
But I don't
think
know
you
how to
can
do it.
go in and in your, it should say the three dots at the bottom and settings.
Stream this to your audio setting. Okay, go into settings.
And then you'll look for your camera layout, and it should have it where it switches it around so that it's not a selfie look. You're looking at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into
Hold
my
on.
other.
That's not what I'm. It
Hello,
wasn't
Tito.
saying
Welcome in. It doesn't. Let me. I'm gonna go in.
It doesn't.
To.
Yeah, because all it's showing me is the front facing, and that's it.
Well, there should be there should be a choice of changing it in there in your video.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Found it. I think I found
Okay.
it.
All right.
All right. Let's see what we got. Okay, there we go. What do you think?
All right. There you go. She's got it down there. Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. All right. I'll tilt mine down now that she's got hers down there. Y'all get to hear the squeaky squeak.
Okay.
Welcome in, Jessica. Peter, if you didn't hear, I did welcome you. I'm glad you're here. Glad everyone showed up today. Thank you so very, very much, you guys. This is going to be a fun month, a really
Okay.
fun month.
Well, there you go. Now you can see what I did earlier. All right. Let me
Wow.
get this wire out of the way. But as you can see, I worked on a little bit in here. Okay. And so anyway, so I'm getting ready to start some more. And I know Jerry, you're going to have to probably carry most of the conversation because I am not a talker. Sorry.
It's okay. And I've heard you say that. I'm not a talker, but I've heard you take a video to an hour, and I'm not that good most of the time. Not for a video. You know, with the chat, it makes it
Right.
easier because you've got people out here who are actually talking. If you have a laptop or if you have another device that you can bring up on YouTube and go over to the channel and pull the live up, you can see the chat as it runs. Just make sure your volume's off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then that's what I do. I have my laptop here beside me, and because I can see it better, I can see the chat better than I can on a phone.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
saying
Yeah.
I
Because
don't miss. Yeah, I
the
don't miss
screen on the
them.
phone is too small.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
can tell stories of a covered bridge. Well, I will tell you one little story if you want to hear it about a covered bridge.
Okay.
Um, Now this is not a fairy tale story. This is true story. So
Okay.
the red covered bridge really means a lot to me. You guys have heard me talk about my grandma, who was my very, very best friend in the whole wide world. And she was around till I was 27 years old. Um, after so I have two sons. One was born right one was born a while before she passed. He was a little over a year old when she passed away, and let me tell you, she spoiled that boy like nothing else. If I needed a babysitter, she was there. It was just, and even when I didn't, she would come to my house because she needed to see that baby. So
Yep.
anyway, when I was young, she and my grandfather lived on a farm, and it was some of the most beautiful country. Things have changed so much over the years. You know, I mean, I'm in my 50s now, and I was very young back. Like I said, Granddad passed when I was 5, but those first 5 years of my life on that farm were some of the most memorable. I mean, I can't remember what happened yesterday sometimes, but I remember so much about that. They were some of the most loving people, just loving. This was back when there were party lines on the phone. You picked the phone up and you could listen in on conversations and get all the gossip.
Oh, I
So,
remember that.
you remember all that? Well,
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
so there was a covered bridge that wasn't far from their home, and we would have to drive past it anytime we were. It was it wasn't on our way to town. It was further out into the country. But my grandma had a friend that she visited frequently, and we had to drive past it. And it was over a little old creek. I mean, it was just out in the middle of nowhere, really, but I always loved that. And I always had stories in my head about what might be happening, in that bridge, under that bridge. And it's not there anymore. I mean, they were
Oh,
old wooden bridges. It was old when I was little. It was old.
uh,
Um, and
so
anyway,
they ended up having to get rid of it, huh?
it fell down, and
Yeah.
they had to take it away, but it was
Right.
beautiful, and it was beautiful. Now I've seen blue ones and yellow ones. Seen all different colors covered bridges, just in
Mm-hmm.
in books mainly. And there were a few in this area, um, of Kentucky, we had some covered bridges, but
Right.
most all of them are gone now.
Right.
But
Well, I grew up in Florida and we didn't have covered bridges. Well, they had small old wooden bridges, but they weren't covered.
it just brings back happy memories. This brings back happy memories. You know, the out in nature way back then, you didn't see the trash that you see on the roads. You didn't see,
Yeah.
I mean, and there were flowers growing around on the banks of this little creek, really rich soil, I mean, just stuff. The erosion wasn't so bad. So, this reminds
Well,
me of that one bridge that we would pass going to my grandma's friend Gail's house. And it was just I don't know, the memories some of these diamond paintings bring back to me. They
yep.
just kind of, give you a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Do you
There you
start at the
go.
top? Yes, I started at the top. This is the top. I usually start in the top right so that I can move my
Hmm.
hand across and not get,
Uh,
if my cover
well,
sheet happens to not be covering things, I don't get my hand stuck to it.
well, I ended up starting down here in the bottom corner, right? Down here on the right hand side. And this is where I usually start is on this one corner right here. I don't know why, but I always do. Mm. I am
I
looking for some.
it sometimes depends on where I start. I
Mhm.
think most of the time I start on the top in the top right, but sometimes I start bottom right. I have started on left side, it just and sometimes I turn the diamond painting sideways. It depends on how big it is, and that's how I start it. Because if it's very wide, I can't
Right.
start.
I understand,
Oh,
believe me.
Passion says, Sherry, you started. Oh, no. Passion says she went to church this morning. And Purple Sherry
Okay.
says that's where she starts, Ladybug, is the
Bottom corner.
bottom corner.
I don't know why. I just way I've always done it. Now me, I haven't diamond painted that long. I I just started diamond painting a couple of years ago. I decided I wanted to do some diamond painting after I had my eye surgery and I could
Hmm.
see again. And so I decided I wanted to do some diamond painting. And that's how I got started. I believe the first one I bought was from AliExpress,
Oh,
I
wow.
think. Yeah. And that was like a couple of years ago. And I've been going at it ever since. They need to put little signs on the side of the boxes and stuff that says caution addictive.
Exactly. Exactly. That is so true, isn't it, guys?
That's right. This is a very addictive type of craft. And
Hello,
so
DJ. Yeah, it is. You know, collecting it and doing them. They're both
absolutely,
addictions.
absolutely. Oh, I know. I don't have a stash as big as yours, Sherry, but it's getting there.
Oh dear, y'all. I'm telling you, it looks like that the house threw up diamond paintings into the living room and kitchen floors up there. I can't even get through it. I don't even have a path to walk. We just started throwing them out so I could sort. We wanted to start sorting them by size. And my
Right.
son said, he said, Mom, we can't even walk in here and there's still more in there. He said, What in the world are you thinking? And I said, Well, I thought they were
Yeah,
pretty. I thought
yeah,
they were pretty.
exactly.
And I said,
Exactly. My daughter says that when I pass, her inheritance is going to be all of my diamond paintings that haven't been done.
mm-hmm.
Because I tell you what, I'm like you, I got tons of them. I got a big old bin at the end of my bed that I've got full. And I've got two, those flat bins you slide up under the beds. I got
Yes.
two of those full. And then I've got, those shelving that's like the cubes. You know
Oh,
what I'm talking
yes.
about? Well,
Mm-hmm.
I've got two of those of diamond paintings full, and then I've got and then the red, and then I got two more that's got the cross stitch in there. So, honey, I got stuff to do no matter what. You know.
Yeah, I hear you. Me too. I'll never get what that's one thing about it is I'll probably never run out of something that I want to be, I have a choice of just about every kind of image there is out there. So no matter what I might want to do, I can find something to fit in the event or whatever mood I'm in. I don't ever have
Right.
to worry about that, right?
That's right. If there's anybody out there that wants to join us, come up on the panel, they're more than welcome to come. I don't mind. It'll kind
Okay.
of give us more to talk about, right?
That's true.
So if anybody, if you want to invite anybody up, that's good by
Well,
me.
anybody who's out there that might want to come up, you're welcome to come up. You guys, I prefer, you know, I don't like any more than four on my panel at a time, but if you want to come up, let me know.
Right.
I'll open it up.
Be more than happy. That way we can hear what everybody else is doing too. You know. But yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. I'm gonna say hello to DJ. Hi Tita. Hi Joan. Who else? Who else I got in here? Well, Miss Bell is in here. Hello, Miss Bell.
Stars here.
I did. Oh, hey
Stars out
Star. I
there.
didn't. Oh, okay. Hey Star. Hope you're feeling better.
There's several
And
people. Let me see. Let me look over here. It says we got 20 people watching.
wow. Okay.
We got 20 people out here. Passion for art. That's her name is Jessica. We got Joan. We got Shelly. I saw Shelly out there. I don't know if Carol's still here. Plump 67. Um, let's see.
Well, Miss Bell is asking a question if I ever thrown any diamond paintings away, and the answer is yes, I have.
I know you did, and I
Unfortunately.
was gonna, and I thought, oh no, she should have just sent that thing to me. I would have fixed it and sent it back.
Well, I had this one. I know that I ended up giving it to a consignment shop because I took one look at it and oh, the printing was terrible. It was so bad that you couldn't hardly tell what it was. And I just nah. I said no, I'm not going to even try on that one because it was so messed up. And so I ended up rolling it up and sticking it in a bag, and I think we took it off to Goodwill or someplace like that. But yeah, I have had to throw some away. You know.
Oh, okay.
Luckily,
So,
most of them were budget friendly. So
Jessica's working on a Christian painting. I saw somebody who's working on a Christmas gnome.
Mhm.
Uh, Tita says she's thrown out a few too. If it frustrates her or she's not having fun, she either donates it or gives it away or it just goes in the trash.
Right.
DJ said she threw a square one from a budget friendly company that was way too frustrating.
Yeah, I can understand.
Now, the
Yeah.
only one that I have thrown away have been the ones that my son's cat urinated on, and I couldn't save. And that's the truth.
Right.
Let
I
me
had
throw.
one. I had that happen to me too, and I ended up throwing about 3 or 4 of them away because the cat decided to do something and he shouldn't have. And luckily, I got her broke of it. But sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
I,
I've even kept the ones I had the wrong drills to because I said, you know what? I'm sure I have enough drills. Now, have I sorted all my drills in? You know, my stash drills, my extra drills. I started. I don't have it all done, but what I do have, I think I have drills from every DMC color for budget friendly. I don't have them all, and that's just in rounds, not in squares.
right, right.
Um, I
Yeah.
started my stash of my premium canvas drills, but I haven't gotten very far on that yet. It is very yes. Oh, somebody else came in. I'm gonna have to back up here. I missed it. Let me see who came in. Lisetta. Okay. Hello. Welcome in. Let me
Purple
do
Sherry is
this.
here.
I saw
I
Miss
see.
Purple Sherry, my friend, my friend. She's beautiful, Purple Sherry. All right, Lisetta. Welcome in. You guys, let me I'm not let me go over and check you out. Okay. Welcome in. Connect to some of these people here, Miss Lisetta, if you'd like. The majority of the people now, Barry is not a diamond painting channel. He does not buy diamond paint, but he comes over to support us in our diamond painting and to bring a little humor and sometimes to teach us a little something. He's a
Yep.
very intelligent man. He
Hmm.
tried to tell me yesterday he was ignorant. Well, and he told me, he said we all are, and we all are in certain things. I don't know a thing about car motors, so I'm ignorant of that. There's a difference between ignorance and stupidity, right? There's a big difference between ignorance and stupidity. Oh goodness. Who you trying to who you trying to send drills to, Miss Southern Belle? You done sent me yours ain't been sorted yet. I ain't even got yours yet. Nope. Okay. We gonna cut off. Cut it off. Yeah, she doesn't have a channel. It's just lack of knowledge. Exactly, Tita. It's just lack of knowledge. And we cannot all know every single thing. We can't do it. It's not possible. But we can try
That's
to learn.
that's
Thank
right.
you. I love you to pieces too, Miss Purple Sherry. I found your sense of humor the other night in Tia Blue's channel. My belly hurt when I got done over there. I'll just tell you. I was laughing. My belly was hurting and my cheeks were hurting.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my goodness. You know what
Mhm.
a good belly laugh will do for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. You've saved many over the years too, DJ. Yeah. Well, I started diamond painting in 2023. So really, it's just been 3 years since I started diamond painting. And mine was by accident. I thought I was buying, hang on just a second. Um, Sorry about that. Um, I thought I was buying a print, to put in a frame on the wall. And I was buying it as a gift for someone. And when I got it, I was like, what in the world is this thing? You know, it's got this piece of plastic over it, and there's all these little bitty things, and I didn't know what in the world to do with it, and so it just sat there
Mhm.
for a while. It sat there and sat there and sat there, and I was like, well, what do I don't even know how to start this. And that is when I started watching YouTube and watching channels on
Mhm.
how to diamond paint. You know,
Ah,
let's see, what's this thing? Uh, Tia Blues. Yes, Tia's lives are fun. She has such a great sense of humor, y'all. She really does. And but she has great content too. Now that woman, I'm going to say, she diamond paint. When she sits down to diamond paint, she diamond paints.
who is
But
that?
her name it's
Who?
Tia Blue. Tia Blue.
Tia Blue. Okay.
Tia. It's
Yeah.
Tiablue. Anyway, when she diamond paints, she gets into her uh I don't know what you she gets into her own Jesus world, okay? Because she sings while she's diamond painting. And listen, when she's singing, she's getting blessings from the Lord, and she'll send
Uh-huh.
Jesus bumps all over you sometimes. I'm telling
Oh,
you,
wow.
yeah. And just she can now. That woman can sing. She can sing. Where is Regina? I don't know where Gina is. Regina is. Miss Southern Belle, you go right ahead. You pack them up for me. Let me think of what I can send to you. Girl, let me think of something I can send you. Sherry and Star, you're going. Oh, Passion's going to. She might be going to Hobby Lobby tomorrow to get another diamond art to add to her stash. That's awesome.
Oh, okay,
Amazon
cool.
does smell. No, they don't smell. They sell small canvases with no letters or numbers on the canvas, and you use your leftover drills on them. Yes, they sure do. Yes, Blue really can sing.
I've never
Okay,
heard her sing.
who's the sweet young lady, Miss Bell? Who's the sweet young lady? There's a lot of sweet young ladies up in here. You started watching the videos first and then you bought yours. Well, like I said, mine was an accident. I thought it was I just thought it was a print. It was of a wolf, and it had all these beautiful blues and purples, and it had ABs in it. So silvers and oh, it was gorgeous. And it was square. It was square drill. So my very
Ah,
first, and I believe it was a 40 by 50 size. So that
oh,
was pretty
wow.
big for a first diamond painting.
Did you
Yes,
actually work it? Did you
yes,
ever
I
work
did.
it?
I finished it. I did finish it, and I gave it away. I finished
Ah,
it and
okay.
gave it away. Let's see. Tia Blue is her Journey Mirror channel. Blue Tia 80 is her Blues Plate channel. Now she does cooking and yeah. Uh, and Joan is blaming me for her first diamond painting because I sent her her first one and started
Uh-huh.
my addiction. And DJ says Star is Tia's enabler, and yes, I agree with that. She was,
Uh-huh.
but Tia, yes,
Yeah.
when she gets started on one, she doesn't want to quit. She will keep going and going and going. But y'all, there's times when especially when I first started diamond painting, I would diamond paint for an hour. I would come home from work and I would sit down and I would diamond paint until bedtime. And
Mm-hmm.
then on the weekends, I would diamond paint up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, and sometimes I was diamond painting when I needed to be doing something else. That's how much I love it.
Hmm. Well,
So,
this lady, Mary, she says that her first canvas came from Joann's, and it was a 20 by 17, and it was some kind of a vase. That's what she's saying
Gabrielle,
on the. Yeah, it's a Gerbera. Yeah, that's what she's saying. That was one of hers. The first time I got involved or exposed to diamond painting, a coworker of mine, she bought a diamond painting and she ended up ordering two by mistake of the exact same print, and so she gave me one. And this is back before, when I was having trouble with my eyes and I couldn't see it. I could not see it. So I
oh,
ended up
good.
giving it to somebody. It was a gift, and I wouldn't. She asked me, "Did you ever work on it?" And I said, "I'll be honest with you, honey, I couldn't see it, so there was no way for me to work on it." And
Yeah.
I was, when I first started out, and was first exposed, I didn't have a light pad and all the other stuff. you know, and so I couldn't see it. I'll be honest with you. And so I ended up giving it to somebody, and they enjoyed it. But that was the first diamond painting I ever came up against, and that was before I had my eye surgery done. And because by the time I had the eye surgery done, I was technically blind. Okay, because I could see shadows and light, but that's it. Okay, and when I finally had my surgery done, it was amazing. It was like flipping a switch. I went from blind to actually being able to see. And so I told my daughter, first thing I want to do is I want to be able to learn how to do a diamond painting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That
Then I ordered and the first one I ordered was from AliExpress, and that was Katie bar the door. That was the beginning, and I've been stuck ever since.
I hear you.
Oh,
I was addicted after my first one as well. We just, that is when the diamond painting explosion. I don't even know where I kept all the diamond paintings before I had that craft house up there. I don't know how I had them in this house. I really don't. That's how many I had. I don't know how I did it.
because I live with my daughter, and so I'm relegated to a very small bedroom, and because of that, I don't have a lot of room, and so I have to get real creative for when it comes to storage. Oh, yeah, that's what I do. I ended up stashing them under the bed and in the closet and under tables and any place I can find a cubby. Are we still on? Hello? Anybody there? I don't know. Oh, I lost Sherry. Okay. Well, what happened? For some reason, Sherry came off, dropped off. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. So I'll just keep talking until she comes back because I know she will. Yeah, I don't know. She'll be back. I hope so. But I'm making quite a little bit of progress on this little painting here. Yeah. The only thing I have trouble with is the symbols. because there are some really weird symbols on this thing sometimes. Yeah. I know the weather here's not too bad. It's like 75 degrees or something today. So it was cooler earlier today, but now
Girl, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I have no idea
wow.
what happened. I guess StreamYard's kicked me off. I don't even know how long I've been off. I've been over here just talking my head off. So,
Well, you haven't been gone that long, maybe about 3 minutes, maybe. So
well, I've
yeah,
been
all of a
reading
sudden
the chat and just a talking away.
didn't even realize you weren't on, huh?
No, not at all. Hello,
Yeah.
Tucker and I. Welcome in. Now I do know you. I'm gonna give you a blue jacket so you can connect to other people in here. Thanks for coming in. Well, hello, Regina. Wondered where you were. Where you been? What's up?
We were wondering where you were at, Miss Regina.
I was just sitting here reading chat, just talking away, and I thought, well, I don't. Ladybug ain't saying nothing over there. She must have really got involved in that painting.
No, I was talking away, and all of a sudden I looked up and you were gone. And I'm going, uh-oh.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sherry, did you read my comment? Which comment, sweetheart? Jessica. Let me see. Let me go back up. Let me back up. Chat was going pretty fast there for a minute, and man, please keep me in y'all's prayers. Okay, I got to go to the neurologist doctor tomorrow morning to get injection shots on the lower part of my back and the back of my head. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. We will keep you in our prayers, Jessica. Absolutely.
Well,
The only,
I'm laying ABs right now. They're shiny too.
okay, Star, you get you some rest. We love you so very, very much. She's going to be listening, but she's going to lay down. She loves everybody
Okay.
so very much.
All
Thank you,
right.
Star, for coming in. We love you.
Feel better soon, Star. We miss you.
Yes, we do. All right, I'm going to tilt you back down. Hopefully this one, I think StreamYard's kicked me out. It was doing some funky stuff to me before before I brought you up right before the live cat.
Yeah.
It was doing some crazy stuff in there, and I was a little worried. So now I'm even more worried. I may get
Oh,
kicked
wow.
out and not even know.
Well, I know because I
Um,
know I was talking away and you were there. I mean, I could see your screen, but there was dead silence, and I'm going, "What's going on here?"
I
And then
don't
and
know.
then and then all of a sudden you disappeared. I said, "Well, okay." And but yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm laying some of these ABs. I know you can't see them, but they're really really shining. They're these red ones.
Well, I can see, but not real close up. But we'll get a good close up of it maybe here in a little bit before we end. I'm just placing brown drills right now up here in this corner.
Mm-hmm.
I started with what jumped out at me when I
Right.
looked at it, and
Only thing I don't I really don't like ABs, and the reason I don't is because they're so hard to pick up, and you're
well,
going through.
I showed Star, which I got these on. I don't even see it. I don't see my pen. But anyway, it's got a really long, real small, pointy end on one end, and the other is the wax that's in a cone shape that you can change.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
okay, so if you poke that end in there, you can move your ABs and you don't leave residue on them. So, because if you're using wax, and I'm a hard presser, I'm a real
Me
hard
too.
presser. So, using wax, I always leave residue on my AB drills. And then when I go to cleaning them off, well, I'm taking some of the coating off with it as I'm cleaning it.
Oh
So,
no.
I got those, and I had it laid out here because it may be in the other room somewhere because I'm doing ABs in there too. So maybe in there. Um, I don't know. But that's what I use a lot of times placing my ABs so I don't get all that wax stuff on it.
Right. Well, my
Uh,
problem is that it's just hard to pick up, where the out of the tray to put it in on the painting. It just for some reason it's really hard to pick up. And
you
I've been
work
using, pardon me,
Miss Mary's asking if we work bottom to top or top to bottom,
I do bottom to top.
and I do top to bottom, but I usually keep my stuff covered.
That's why.
I love release sheets for my bigger paintings, and
Mhm.
sometimes I use it for smaller ones. It just depends on.
Right.
Um,
I used to
it,
grid, with washi tape. I
I
used to
did
grid
too.
them when I first started out, but I think I prefer the release papers. It's a little bit easier, I think. And plus you don't end up going through so much tape. Now, if you look, yeah, you see the blue here
Oh yeah,
across that blue tape. That's what I use around my painting to keep the edge clean. So cat hair and dust or whatever doesn't attach to it. And it's nothing but a blue, like a painter's tape,
yeah. I
is what
have
it
that
is.
too. Somebody asked me one time because I actually sectioned my painting off with blue painter's tape, and they were like, "Why'd you use blue?" Well, because it was all I had at the time, and it works just
Yeah,
as easy as anything else. So
that's right.
I
That's
don't
right.
care what color it is on there. I don't color code. I don't color match. If y'all knew, my son used to pick my clothing out for me because he's told me, he said, "Mom, you don't know nothing about fashion. You don't know nothing about matching colors. This is you all you're used to doing is wearing them scrubs to into work that are already pre-matched before you ever." I was like, well, okay.
Well, that's
Hey,
true.
Scully, welcome in. Welcome in. Scully Pop in the house.
All right. Hey, Scully.
Okay, I've had too much coffee. I'm going to be right back. Okay,
Okay.
sorry. But,
Okay.
us old ladies, when it says go, go.
That's right. That's right. You can't take a message. That's for sure. Coffee runs right straight through me too, as well. And so I end up having making bathroom runs all the time, it seems like. Yeah. So, how's everybody doing today? I see there's a lot of people in the house. Yeah. Mm. Sorry about I'm sitting there trying to read the comments, is what I'm doing. So we got Scully Pop, got Dolphins, we got DJ, we got Tita. Who else? We got God's Word. Okay, Passion Art is what it is. And we got Purple Sherry. So everybody's a lot of folks in the house today. Thank you for coming. working on the red covered bridge, as you know. That's what our theme is. And trying to find some more S's here. Yeah. It's hard to see it because the print is pretty small. Let's see. Peter, you're in are you in Oregon? You getting rain today? I think that's where you're at. Is it Oregon? Oh, that's a good idea to pick them up at an angle. Okay, I'll try that. Because that's what I was having trouble with, is because they would I couldn't pick them up. They didn't want to pick up for some reason. All right, I'll try that, DJ.
Okay. I feel better.
You feel better now?
I feel better. Thank you.
Yeah. My dad was born in Oregon. Talking to Tina. Yeah, my dad. That's where my dad was born. Was in Oregon. He was born in Eugene, Oregon.
Oh wow!
And
Tina has a new fur baby. She's got the new fur baby. I haven't watched videos. I mean, I have watched a few this morning, but I was trying to. My computer was not wanting to work the way that it needs to work. So I had to clean it a little bit. So I'll be ready. So I had to spend a little time messing with that. And I ran some videos, but they ran out before I got, it sat there. The phone sat there for a little while.
Yeah, what I do is when I go to watch videos, I put it on what is it, Play All, and then what I do is I binge watch a particular channel, and then I'll switch to another channel.
I do that sometimes, but I'm so far behind that I was wanting to jump around so that people didn't think I forgot about them, because there's been channels that I haven't watched probably in a couple weeks, and I feel really bad because I haven't been able to. But
right, life gets in the way.
Life sure does get in the way, and I'm going to have another busy week this week. Oh, which reminds me, you guys who come in to watch my lives. Now, tomorrow, I usually go live at 3:30. I will not be here at 3:30. I'm going to be later. It'll probably be around 6 or 6:30 tomorrow night. And I'm not sure if other people are going live at that time or not. And I apologize if you are. It's just the only time tomorrow that I will be able to. I have to go to Bowling Green and for an afternoon appointment, and I needed to give myself time to get set up when I get back. Hey, Jenny, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope I haven't missed anybody. If I did, put a 1 in the chat that I was gone. It is Central Standard Time. Will be around 6 or 6:30. I must say 6 or 6:30. I'm not sure, depending on what time I get home and when I can get it set up, how long it takes me to get it set up, and maybe have a little dinner, because usually I don't eat a lot during the day. I usually I might snack around, but I may not even have time for that. I'm going to drive in the opposite direction. My son has to go to a dentist. It's his appointment, but he needs me to take him. So he's got to go to a dentist. So I've got to drive 30 minutes in the opposite direction and then drive back up there and then drive him back home and then get myself back home. So.
Oh, wow. So you are going to be busy.
I'm going to be driving a lot. I need to. So this afternoon, my plan is, y'all, I don't have no videos out for next week. None. I usually pre-record like 2 weeks in advance, and I don't have nothing for next week. So not
Oh, wow.
not a thing.
Not a
Um,
thing, huh?
so after this live, I'm gonna try to wade through diamond paintings in there and get a space cleaned off so I can do some video. Listen,
Yeah.
Tita, it's not, sometimes I have to do all my videos on the one day that I know that I don't have anything else planned. And that's just what I do that day. I just sit down and I do one video after another, after another, after another. And then sometimes I get lost in I've got all these recordings sitting in there on my phone. And then sorry, just a second. Okay. I got all these videos sitting in there and I don't know which one is which or nothing. Of course, then I go in and add my intro and outro to each one of them before I upload them. It can get a little hairy. I'll just say that, a little bit hairy. But that's the only way I can do
Right.
it, because I'm busy a lot, but that's all right. I like to have my
The
videos on it.
videos I do are very, very basic. They don't have any kind of an intro or anything like that, unfortunately. I have never been able to figure out how to do that. So I just keep it
Well,
as basic as I can get.
I don't know how to create an intro. Now, Star can tell you how to do it. And I know she taught
Right.
Kathy's, let me try to remember her channel name. Kathy's Diamond Delights and Hauls, I think is her channel. She did teach
Uh-huh.
her how to create the videos and the music to go along with it and how it all lines up. When I try to line something up, I don't ever get it in the right. It's no, it don't work for me like that.
Right. Right. Well, so that's why
Otherwise,
I just keep mine basic and welcome people to my channel, but special intro, no, forget it. I
right?
don't even edit.
I don't either.
All I
Now,
mine
I
is
don't
hit the
edit the
pause
end.
button.
Yeah, me too. And so that's all I know how to do is hit the pause button. And I have an editing program and it's a great program and I could probably
Mhm.
use it. But what's the point? You're getting what you're getting. I mean,
Exactly.
if
Exactly.
I'm human, I'm just human. And I've dropped the camera on its face in the middle of a video before and said, oh, well, I'm sorry.
Sorry
Pick it
about
back
that.
up and yeah, pick it back up and go some more.
There you go. There you go.
I'll,
That's why
I'll have you. Well, Tita's
when
saying
I
try Canva.
I'm the queen of
I
no editing.
hear you,
There
Jenny.
you go.
I hear you, Jenny. Me too. No editing. Joan,
Yeah.
let me see. She's in here, Joan. She's almost rested up. She feels much better today. Yeah, we're
Well,
glad to have grown home out of that dangerous situation. Very
that's
glad.
right. Yeah, I am so glad that she made it home safely.
That was super scary for some of us. I just really,
Mhm.
as soon as I heard it, I don't watch the news. My husband is the one, but Star and Miss Southern Belle both sent me a message and let me know what was going on. And
Right. I know when I first heard about it and whatnot, that was the first thing I thought of was Jonah because she's on vacation there in Mexico. And that's the
yeah,
first thing I thought of, you know. And I just kept praying that she was going to be okay.
me too. I sure did too. Of course, I know once I start praying, I know Lord hears all our prayers, And I knew that everything was going to be okay because that's just, he tells me that things are
That's
going to be
right.
okay. And, you know, the other thing, I say this all the time, no matter how it goes, no matter how anything goes, it's his plan. You know, it's part of,
Right.
he already knows how things are going to end up for us. Now,
Yep.
sometimes it looks bad because we're human and we can't understand. Sometimes
That's
things
true.
happen and we don't understand it, but we're not meant to understand everything. If we were, we, you know, when he created us and we were meant to, and we were going to be just like him, that's not what he wanted. That was not how he created us.
We don't have the mind of God.
No, he
Simple.
wanted us to depend on him for everything. When he
That's
created
right.
us, he created us out of the greatest love there could ever be. And he wanted us to depend on him because he can do all things we cannot. You
That's
know,
right.
we are nothing um, without him. Nothing.
That's right.
So,
That's the biggest issue. And unfortunately, a lot of people have a real hard time of putting all of their, leaning on God, and instead of leaning on your own understanding and your own power, you got to learn to hand it over to God sometimes and let Him deal with the problem, because sometimes we just can't figure it all out.
no, but this is the way I think of it. I've seen enough and been through enough, and I've seen many miracle happen. And you know, with you think about the accident that you went through and how miraculously he took care of you, right?
That's
Um,
right.
we couldn't take one breath without God. And as Star always says, as we breathe in and out, we say His name, Yahweh. So
That's right.
um, when he created us, he meant for us to say his name with every breath we took to remind us that without him, we couldn't take that breath.
That's right.
So
That's right.
every single little thing, man made or not, he put the wisdom in man to create things without him giving them a mind that could retain the information for them to build these computers, to build whatever, all these things, everything.
That's right.
It wouldn't be here.
That's right. That's right. I mean, think about it. I mean, God created the earth and He created man, and there's a lot of stuff in the earth that we're still working and discovering about, that God put there for a reason. And like the plants and the herbs and stuff that are out there, and there's all kinds of healing stuff out there. Who do you think made all that? God made it,
Exactly.
so and He made it there. He put it there for a reason. God doesn't do it just because, He's got a reason for everything, you know.
He does.
Uh,
He does. Exactly.
we may not understand what's going on or what He has in mind, but sometimes you have to walk by faith instead of by sight.
Yes, exactly. Welcome in, Queen Selection. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. And
And
yes, amen, sister. Amen. Hello, Lisa. Welcome in, sweet lady. What am I on? I'm on these A's. But yeah, I'm very grateful. When I wake up, I'm thanking the Lord for another day that I'm here.
that's right.
But if I don't wake up, I'll be praising his name. I'll still be
That's
praising his name.
right.
And I'll be that day that comes, you know, I'll never feel pain, sorrow, anything. other than joy and praising my Lord all the day long, forevermore, right? That's what we'll
That's
do.
true.
Never know another day of sadness, never know another day of discomfort. And that is what I strive for. So I
That's
love my
right.
Lord. I love my Lord above everything. Without
You
him,
know,
I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be
sometimes
together.
I think, you know, when I had that accident, like I told you about, sometimes it
Hmm.
takes something like that to humble you enough to turn to God. Sometimes that's what happens. You have to be humbled sometimes. And sometimes it can be pretty drastic and sometimes not so much. But you know, you just gotta learn to depend on God.
So Mary says her middle grandson that is 8 years old was hospitalized last Friday. My son called me Saturday, tell me he was admitted. I cried and prayed a lot, and I did a lot of diamond painting. Yes, well, diamond painting sometimes gets us to the point where we can clear our minds and focus on something. And I do a lot of praying while I'm diamond painting too, reflecting on things. Um, it gives me that peace of mind so that I can. Those things that, so thank God for diamond painting, right? Thank God
That's
for diamond
right.
painting. Although some of us have extreme addictions to it, but
Uh-huh.
when we're creating, that is something else. That's something else too, right? We're creating, and that's creation. You know, when we make changes to some of our diamond paintings, we're putting our own touches on it or whatever. Well, that's creating
Right.
something.
That
And
is true.
um, it's a wonderful space to be, a wonderful space to be, completely
Well,
surrendering.
I know I enjoy doing the diamond painting because it gives me a chance to just sit and think, you know. And if I'm not thinking or whatever, I'm usually listening to some kind of music or whatever, and it helps to keep me relaxed. So I think
Yeah.
my kitty cat has finally come in. Frank got out this morning. She took off and got outside. She's not on a leash, so I think she's on her way back in.
Oh goodness.
I can hear
We
her
don't
hollering.
we don't have an addiction to diamond painting. Oh yeah.
No.
Thank you for the member emojis, Regina. Thank you so much.
But yeah, we opened the front door this morning and Frankie got out quick.
Oh goodness. Little
Yeah,
stinker.
because usually when I let them out, they're usually on a leash, and that way they can't get out to the road and get run over. And unfortunately, she got out this morning, and but luckily, when she does get out, she usually comes right back within about an hour. Or so she'll come back because she doesn't like being separated from me much. She got separation issues. What can I say?
I hear you. That's how my dog Creed is with his daddy. Separation
Mm-hmm.
anxiety. His daddy leaves and he'll sit at the door with the saddest looking face. And as
Uh-huh.
soon as he hears that truck on the road, them ears perk up, that tail starts knocking
Starts
things over
going.
in the house. He's all
Yeah.
happy.
Oh yeah. I understand, believe me. Now my other one, Lily, she's more laid back. You know, she just, yeah, I don't care, whatever. That kind of thing. But Frankie, on the other hand, is entirely different. She is very, very needy. That's all I can say. She's very needy.
Oh, Mary got to video chat with him for the very first time since he was hospitalized. And her
Oh,
grandson's
okay.
6 hours away. Is that I know that has to be difficult. My grandkids only live 30 minutes away, but I only get to see them about once every couple weeks, if then, depending on, what's going on, birthday parties and stuff like that they
Right.
have to go to. So I look forward to the time that I can spend with them. I don't know what I would do if they lived far away from me. I just don't
Mm.
know. I don't know if I could. I might have to go move wherever they were. I don't know. And I
Uh,
know Flora's grandchildren, they live in Canada, and I know how happy she was when she got to see her family over Christmas. And goodness, I
oh yeah.
cried, and it just,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I know
Well,
sometimes we don't have
unfortunately,
a choice.
yeah,
We got we gotta live where we gotta live, but
that
I
is
feel like,
true.
I only have two grandchildren, so I don't know.
Right. Well, I've got two granddaughters that are fully grown, married, got kids of their own. Step granddaughters. Let's put it that way. And but then I have my grandson, and he lives with us. He lives here in the house. And but so I don't have that. I've seen the girls, and I don't forever because they don't travel, and I neither do I. But we keep in contact through Facebook, things like that. I'm looking
Yeah.
for check marks. Yeah, but unfortunately, growing up, my dad was in the military, and so we traveled around a lot. We were moved from station to station, and so unfortunately, our family is kind of scattered all over the place, and so
Yeah.
I don't have any real close family, unfortunately. So, because most of them, my two brothers, one of them lives in Fort Lauderdale, and the other one lives in St. Petersburg, down there in Florida. And then of course I'm up here in Georgia, and then I got a bunch of cousins and stuff like that, like some in Oregon. I've got others in other areas and stuff, but we're not a close family. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I understand. I have three brothers. One lives in Seattle, Washington. One lives in Atlanta, Georgia. And then
Mhm.
I have three. Did I say? I hope I said three because I ain't got no four. I don't know what I'd have done if we had a fourth one because like killed me just having three. But
I
anyway,
understand.
the other one
Were
doesn't
you the
live
only
far away, but he works he
right?
has one of those swing shift jobs, and then he has a cattle farm. And
Uh,
so he's
yeah.
always working, and I mean, he's the
And if he's
closest, but he's the one I see the least of. I just saw my brother from Seattle yesterday. He's in,
right,
and then my youngest brother. Now, two of them are stepbrothers, but you guys got to remember my stepdad, and that's who I call my dad. That's my dad that I talk about all the time.
right.
Uh, he is my dad. He raised me from the age of 5, uh,
Hmm.
and he's who I lived with. He's who taught me my values, and you know, just
He's your
and
dad.
he is my daddy. That is my
That's
daddy.
right.
And but anyway. I also consider my stepbrothers as my brothers because they've been my brothers since I was 5 years old. So
That's right.
anyway,
That's right.
that's just the
I
way it
know
is.
when I got married, I married a man that had been married previously, and he had a 10-year-old son after his wife died, and I became an instant mom at 20 years old.
Right.
So, I look at him as my son, a good kid. Well, he's not a kid, he's almost 50 years old. But so, like I said, his family, he had 2 daughters, and those are my grandchildren. Those are my
Right.
granddaughters, you know. So, thing is, that's the way it works. You have families that kind of integrate together.
So Tita, who are you asking if they live near Miss Southern Belle? Are you still with me, Miss Ladybug, or have you frozen? I don't know what's going on. Okay, I hear you now. Ladybug is in Georgia. I forget how far away Miss Southern Belle said that she lived from her. I don't know what's going on with Ladybug right now. We're having some technical issues. That may just
No,
be there. There she is. A little bit of issue with
I
internet. Yeah, I think you had an internet glitch. I was
yeah,
watching
that's what it
you.
looks like.
You got a little pixelated on here. Okay, so
Yeah.
Ladybug, how far do you live from Marietta, Georgia?
Oh, I don't know, a couple hours. How where Marietta, Georgia, is that south of Atlanta?
Yes, it's
South of
south of
Atlanta,
it.
isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so well, from here to Atlanta is about 2.5 hours. Okay. And so I would say maybe 3 hours from Marietta, maybe 4 hours away, something like that.
Okay.
Never, I've never really thought about it because I'm just about, um, in drive time, I'm about 40 minutes from Chattanooga.
Right. So, that I've been through Chattanooga many, many a time. Of course, my
Mhm.
biological father lived in Atlanta for several years. My youngest brothers lived in Atlanta since he was 18 years old. Um, so I've made many, many a trip to Atlanta and I've driven through Chattanooga. So you're not far from there. If I was to drive down to visit, my brother or whatever, it wouldn't be too far off the path just to drop by and see Ladybug. But
If you can
anyway,
find me, because I'm as far out of the city as I can get.
well,
I live
I'm
out in
just
the
going to
middle
tell
of
you, it ain't
nowhere.
hard for me. As long as
Uh-huh.
it shows up on a GPS, I can follow that GPS. But
There you
anyway, because I
go.
talked about, stopping off in Marietta because I have to go through Marietta to get to where my brother's moving. He
Right.
currently has a home in Buford, Georgia,
Hmm.
which is, I think, it's 40 miles from Marietta. Not that far. Um,
Right.
yeah.
Tina was
So
asking something.
she
Tina
asked
was
about
asking,
how far you lived from Miss Southern Belle is what she was asking.
oh, okay. Okay. Well, I already answered that one. Okay.
Yeah.
But But yeah, I live out in the boonies. I live way out in the sticks, you know. And
So do
I don't
I.
have a and I don't drive anymore. And so I'm kind of, I have to depend on my daughter to go anywhere. And so I don't get out much.
Well, I choose to be uh, a homebody
All
when I
right.
can be. I mean, there's times
Right.
I have to get out. I'd rather be home diamond painting, crafting, doing something I want
There
to
you
do. I'm not
go.
much. I can shop online.
Yeah, that's where I am. I I do all of my shopping and whatnot. If they have delivery, I use it because I
Yeah,
don't like going to the stores.
yeah. That's
You
what a
know.
lot of times I do that too. Or my husband, I'll order it, and he'll do the curbside pickup. You know,
Right.
so
Right.
that's how
Because when I
we
do it,
do. Right. If we
I
can
get
do
by.
that, that's what we do.
Yeah, that's what I do. That way, I don't have to get up. I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to do anything. I just make the list and order my stuff, and then they'll deliver it right to my front door. Yeah, I'm not. I used to the job that I used to do. Right, I was in in the public eye a lot. Right, and then I moved from daytime shift to nighttime shift. And so I spent a long time on third shift. And I learned that to not be around a lot of people. And so when I'm around a lot of people, they kind of make me a little bit nervous, just a little bit. So and so I like being at home. It doesn't bother me. I get out maybe once a month, if I absolutely have to. And then the other time I get out is when I have to go to the doctor's office, and that's it.
Well, with my job, I do have to get out. But before,
Mhm.
I mean, I used to get out every day to go to a job when I was working in a nursing position. What
Mhm.
I do now does, I have to go out, take people to their take my fellers to their doctor's appointments, and
Mhm.
I'm not saying we don't get out, but I'm not one that likes to be out in big crowds a lot, but I do enjoy getting them out and doing things out in the
Right.
community and church stuff like that. Now I'm willing to do
Right.
that. I'm willing to do that.
Right.
But as far as just getting out, I'm not I don't like shopping that much. That's not something I did it a lot when I was younger with my grandma. She was the one that
Mhm.
was my best friend. Now listen, that woman could shop. Shop till you drop. Miss Southern Belle ain't got nothing on her. Let me tell you. Ain't got nothing on her. And I can't
Uh,
tell you how many grocery stores and Kmart's and Walmart's in a day that we went to. Woo! She liked
that
shopping.
sounds that sounds like my mother. She was the same way. She was a
But
shopaholic.
anyway, well,
Mhm.
she started her Christmas shopping as soon as Christmas was over for the next year. That was how my grandma
Yep.
did things. So she went in the store. We looked at everything, and she always found great deals. Though that was the one thing with her. She found good
Mhm.
deals on stuff, and she
Right.
didn't. She didn't have a lot of money uh, to
Uh,
blow or nothing, but
right. So she had to be very cautious of what she spent it on. Right.
exactly. But I was a
Yeah.
spoilt rotten brat too, and which I was taught from an early age. Early age, you don't ask for nothing. You don't go in a store. You don't ask for things. And so I would not ask, but she would ask me, "Do you like any of this stuff over here in this area?" That was in the area that was on sale. "Do you like any of this?" And then, she would buy me a toy when we went out
Right.
when I was little, or when I got older, she'd buy me a top or a pair of pants or shorts or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, anything, something. And a lot of times I'd
Because
have
they
to say,
show
"Mama,
you were
I don't need
spoiled.
nothing." I would have to tell her,
Right.
"Mama, I don't need nothing. No, I don't need
That's
nothing right
right.
now." But she always liked to treat. She was always,
Right.
I, I was the first grandbaby, and so I was quite rotten. Quite
Now,
rotten.
Lisa's saying that her mother-in-law, you take her to one store and she'd be in that one store all day.
Mhm.
That's what Lisa was saying on the chat. That sounds like my mom. She's the same way. She used to wear us out. She'd take us to Kmart, and oh my God, we'd be in Kmart for 4 hours at least. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, because mama was a shopper, and she get her little buggy, and she'd ride around the store, and she'd go around and around and around. And, and you go, oh my goodness, is she ever gonna get done? Yeah,
Right.
that was my mom. She was a shopper, that's for sure. But yeah, I like being able to order my stuff and shop from home. I like that idea. It's very, very convenient. Another one that we used to do is before they had a lot of the deliveries and all of that, uh, the stores and stuff would be open 24/7. Right.
Hmm.
And me and my daughter would flip out at 2 o'clock in the morning and go shopping when there's nobody in the store.
Right. I would
We used to do that one too.
I would work second shifts and go do my shopping at Walmart after I got off work when the store was quiet and you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's so I've got where I've gotten not in I wouldn't call myself antisocial, but real close to it though, you know. But so yeah, I don't know, when you deal with people and some of the antics that they do and stuff that we used to have to deal with, after a while you get to where you don't want to be around people, because it's just the way it is, because I used to be a security officer and we had to deal with some really ridiculous stuff,
Right.
and so after a while you get to the point you go, I just don't want to deal with these people anymore. you know just have this saying about some people, they're pretty smart, they learn pretty quick, but then you got others that we call it stuck on stupid. You just, they do the same thing over and over and over, and they get the same results. You know, unfortunately, that's kind of what we had to deal with being a security officer. And yeah, I did that for like 14 years,
Yeah.
and then yeah, and then then I decided to retire, and I haven't dealt with it since. And I really, you see the seedier side of life, unfortunately, when you do that kind of a job.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mary's telling about her experience with she said her mother-in-law was like that, would take her shopping, ask her if she needed anything, but she would still buy her things. Yeah, grandma would catch me looking at something, feeling of something, ooh and oh and on
Right.
over it, and then ask me, and I'd say no. And then here come Christmas, and guess what's under the tree?
Uh-huh.
You
Very
So,
observant, right?
Yeah, she watched out, and yes, she did. She was something. I miss my grandma so much. She was my best friend, the best friend in the world, and the best friend a girl could ever ask for. I'll tell you.
Right.
She never told me
That's kind of
she didn't ever tell me no or criticize me. She would always get me to do things in a roundabout way of talking to me, and I don't know how she did it, but she kept me out of a lot of trouble just by talking to me and saying, maybe telling me a story about somebody else or something, and kept me from doing some
right.
stupid things where mom would just say, "You don't do that," and walk off and not give me no explanation or spend any time
Right.
on it or
Right.
whatever. And but grandma never told me nothing.
True.
Well, there was only one time, and I'm not going to go into that on a live when she said what she said. But it was the only time,
Right.
and I sure wish I had listened to her. Sure wish I had, but I
Right.
didn't. It would have saved me
And
a
you know
lot of
what?
headache.
When we're young, sometimes we don't see any further than the end of our nose sometimes. We can't project, especially when you're young.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I know. We've all made mistakes. And I don't care what it is. You're always going to make mistakes, and
that's true.
luckily as we grow older and we get a little smarter and get a little experience under our belts, we have a tendency to look a little bit further than the
Uh-oh, I
yeah,
think I
just
lost
gotta
you. There you go. You're back. You left there for a second. I could see a picture, but
yeah.
you were froze and moving
Oh,
in slow
okay.
motion. I don't know
I don't
what's
know.
going on.
It's probably my internet. Who knows? We always have trouble with this internet, it seems like. And the thing is, I spend a small fortune on it, but yet we have it's not that great for some reason. I don't know why.
I think it doesn't really matter. I mean, I love Starlink. Now, she had a lot of trouble out of it. I don't know if they've done some kind of update or what, but I got Starlink, which was supposed to be the best of the best. This was back when I got it. I don't know if it's still the case. The best
Right?
of the best, the fastest speed. Now, it was a little pricey, but I
Right.
don't do TV because we don't pay for any kind of TV service. It all comes through our internet. So we get the free apps on the TV or whatever. But I've not ever, even with the heavy snow, maybe when it's raining really, really hard, we'll get a little interruption every now and then, but it's not too bad. Or if it's extremely windy and my okay, so my little satellite receiver moves all by itself. It also has a de-ice function on it, and it comes on automatically. So it's
Oh,
just it's an awesome internet. Of course, I had to pay for the thing about it was you had to pay for the equipment,
mhm.
and you had to pay that price for the equipment, and then the internet service, is monthly. But
Right.
it was a little pricey for the equipment and the internet. I pay $120 a month for my internet. I don't like talking about stuff like that, but for what I
Right.
do, for streaming anytime, I mean, it doesn't matter how many people are on at one time. It doesn't slow my stuff down. It doesn't,
Right.
you know, it doesn't mess with it.
Well,
So
I pay a lot more. I can tell you, I could pay a lot more than that for Xfinity because Xfinity, I've got it where it's completely unlimited. So I can stream or do whatever, and it doesn't matter how much data I use. I've got unlimited, and
Same here.
it runs me about $220 a month.
Well, that's
So yeah,
way,
it's expensive.
yeah.
It's not cheap. But see, we don't get. I don't get. We don't have any cable. What I,
I don't either.
we don't
I
have
don't either.
TV.
The thing about the
Everything we got
Starlink is that
mhm,
it can be anywhere. I couldn't get, there was only one service I could get out here before. This is a satellite. Mine runs off a
mhm,
satellite. It doesn't run off of the, what do you call it, fiber optics. It's not on that.
right,
It's satellite only.
right,
And I couldn't get anything out here that would, I never had internet. I never had, and I had to work from home and, send
right,
and receive stuff all the time. And there was a lot of projects that I was late on because my internet wasn't functioning correctly. I haven't had that trouble with this one. I've never had that trouble. So I felt like it didn't matter. I mean, $120 a month and being able to depend on something where when I get an email,
mhm,
when somebody sends it, I got it within a couple minutes, and I don't have to worry about it
right.
getting lost out there in the world or it's swirling around, or when I'm sending it, instead of going to my sent box, it's in my outbox and it's still just sitting there for 2 days, not sending.
Right.
It's
Mm.
really, yes, I do have Starlink and I love it. It would not, uh, I wouldn't have another internet service at this point. I'm just not going to do it.
Right.
It would have to
Well,
be
I know.
cheaper, or it would have to
And
be completely, totally guaranteed to run no matter what. But like I said, it's very rare that my internet goes out. I don't
right.
have very many uh, glitches. Of course, all of them are going to. And on a cloudy day, do sometimes, on a cloudy day, I might have a couple little glitches, but it's nothing compared to what I had to go through before of not getting what I needed.
That's true. That is true. And but yeah, we I used to have Comcast and all of a bunch of channels and whatnot. And they kept every time I turned around, their prices kept going up.
Hmm.
And every month it seemed like it would go up, but you know, $8-10 here and another three over there. I mean, and I was paying close to. I was paying about at that time. I was paying like a little over 300 a month, and that was just for entertainment. And
Yeah,
I'm
well,
going,
no.
no,
How many
and
times
so
has
I
I
decided
started
to.
on it? Once.
I don't know. You got that on max, so I don't. It
It's
started out at 120.
well, it's still 120, so we don't.
It
It
ain't
ain't
went
never
up
gone
any.
up then. And I've had it how many years? 3, 4? No, it's been
No,
longer than that.
about 4 years.
Okay.
Well, as soon as it cut,
Right.
soon as it what they advertised that you got on the waiting list and waited almost a year, and then we've had it ever
Right.
since.
And now there is no waiting list.
Oh, okay. Well, I know I saw on YouTube. I saw an ad for Starlink for the seniors. They were talking about that. Now I didn't look into it. I would just happen to see the ad for it, and I thought about it, but I don't know because I'm not that mechanically inclined, if you know what I mean. So
Well, I
I'm lucky to.
researched before I did this. I did some research. I looked at it and I looked at reviews where it was already started, where people already had it, and uh, it was some of the best reviews I had seen for internet service. And I used AT&T for years. My dad worked for AT&T, so everything I had was AT&T. And
Right.
um, but I couldn't get AT&T out here where I was at was one problem. And people that had
There's a lot.
AT&T had started having issues even in town, and and it wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it to me. But yeah, I'm
Right.
enjoying it. Everybody said, well, I think Jeff ran out. He had to run to the store and get some aluminum foil and some oil because I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make some homemade fries after a while.
Oh,
So
okay. That sounds good.
we're gonna have wings and
Mhm.
fries. And Stephanie in the corner just showed up over here, guys. She just got here.
Oh, hi, Stephanie. Hi,
Hey,
Stephanie.
here, let's see. This is Miss Ladybug Cat. Hey. Here's
Hey,
Stephanie
how you
down there.
doing?
I'm fine. Beautiful day.
It is. It is. In Georgia, it's about 74 degrees
Wow.
and the sun is shining. There's a lady here in the chat who says she lost her mother, I think. Hold on. Anyway, she lost her mother, I think, at 72. So
Yeah.
sorry, it's terrible.
Everybody's saying hi,
Yeah,
Steph. Lisa Adams is putting on chicken and dumplings in the crock. She put some chicken and dumplings in the crock pot this morning. Regina says hi,
there you
Steph.
go.
Lisa says hi, Stephanie. Um, all right. We're going to go back down here and. Oh. We have extra company. Oh, do y'all want to see Creed? Hang on. I'm not sure what's going on here, but my screen is not I can't see it. Can you see him in there? Creed.
Mm-mm.
Hang on. I'll see if it gets over there. It's just
Hang
going to.
on. I think
I
I see his nose. I think I see his nose. Hello, Creed. He's a little Petey.
Oh, I'm sweet today.
Oh, he's cute.
He just wanted some loves. All right.
I tell you what, a lot of people don't realize it, but pit bulls are what they call babysitter dogs.
Yeah, they're
'Cause they
nanny
love
dogs.
kids.
I've always heard
That's
them called
it.
nanny. Nanny dogs. I've never heard
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, I
Hey,
know we got one
Angela.
too. We got a little black and white pit ourselves, and her name is Boo Boo.
Ah, I love it.
Yeah, she's about 7 or 8 years old now. She's a good dog. She's really sweet. She's a smaller variety pit.
I got one, and she loves to snuggle. Oh, my screen here is darkening. So that's what happened a while ago before it cut me off, I think. I noticed that my screen started going dark. I got plenty of charge on my phone. I don't know what the deal is up here, Miss Ladybug. We may have to go pretty soon because I don't know what is going on. I can't see you. The screen's too dark. It keeps lightening up. I don't know if there's an automatic setting on my phone doing this stuff. I don't know.
I don't know, because I can see you fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, it's the contrast on my phone. It is automatically doing whatever to go, probably in power saver mode. I don't know. And
that's probably.
It might be shutting my phone, shutting stuff off by itself. I'll probably have to have my son look at my phone for my settings. I didn't want to use my regular iPhone to do my video today in case my dad called, because he would have kicked us off first of all. You know, it would have kicked us off. But
we've been on for like an hour and 45 minutes, so we've been on here pretty good length of time. Yeah.
Well, how about we just go I'm not going to be able, I got to get some videos done, guys. So I think
All right.
you guys, we're going to end with saying this. This is one thing I want to say. If you haven't come over to join the event for the gnomes and the red covered bridge, please do so. Join us. Let's have some fun. Submit your videos. You can email them to me. You can email them to Star. You know, Miss Ladybug is hosting this event. This was kind of her idea. All right, it was kind of her idea. So it's her event, but we're going to take the pictures and stuff so that we can do a parade of diamond paintings. It can be any craft whatsoever having to do with a red covered bridge, gnomes, fairies,
That's right.
water, boats, whatever you want to make up a story for. I don't care. It's gonna be fun.
Right.
It's just fun.
That's
Just
right.
fun for all. So
You know,
y'all
and
join us for that. Let's have some fun
absolutely.
and throughout the month until I get this done, I'll probably work on this one on my lives. Other than the field days, we'll work on this one. And if I get this one done, I might work on a gnome. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get it done.
Yeah.
Who knows? Just
Well, I
depending
know
on
I've got a gnome picked out, and I'll probably kind of periodically work on each one during my videos. So, you know, I picked out a black and white gnome. It's black and white with red. I think I showed it on one of my videos. Yeah.
I got a couple, I think, from Amazon. I think I've shown them. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But anyway, you guys remember this. Always show the love of Jesus. Be kind to others. Give someone a kind word or a smile, because you never know what a difference you might make that day for
That's
that
right.
person.
That's right.
We never know what somebody else is going through. So God bless each and every one of you. We
All
love
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining me, Ladybug. Love you. And happy
Bye-bye.
diamond painting.
Yeah,
Bye.
there you go. Bye-bye. Love y'all.